Welcome back to Pro Cycling Manager 2024 for our next episode of the REMBE Pro Cycling Team Sauerland Career Mode, brought to you by REMBE Pro Cycling. Last time we started the Volta, Portugal. We won a stage, but Emil Herzog's daily form kind of ruined GC. We're now 20th on 2 minutes 32. That being said, we are leading the points classification and we are in reach of the mountain classification. So those are two classifications we can win. Today we'll ride the last 4 stages, starting off with an uphill sprint. Then we've got stage 9, a bit of a medium mountain / hilly parkour. Stage 10, mountain stage. And stage 11 is a hilly time trial. Starting off with this one then. This parkour fits Emil Herzog, the game says it. We're third favorite, so let's try and win this. I feel like this race started off quite well last time and it kind of went sideways quickly, so I kind of want to start with a victory today. Then again, Emil Herzog apparently doesn't, the -1 on the day. Then again, it doesn't hit his stats. 68 sprint on the day, 72 hill, and an uphill sprint finish it seems. Roughly 16k to go, the REMBE train at the front of the peloton smashing it. Breakaway of 3 riders up the road, but they're about to be caught. 30-second gap only. We're looking good right now, so this should go well. There we go, 4.8 kilometers to go. Borges has taken over. Burnett, get out of the way, my friend. 4 riders. NHL on right, NHL on Herzog. 4 kilometers to go. Let's go 95. Does that spend energy on Herzog? Yes, it does. That's not likable. Let's keep going like this for now. We've got Kobo on the left side already smashing it a little bit. That's a bit much. 2.5k to go. Appelbaum can take over fairly soon, but not yet. Right now, there we go. Borges out of the way, my friend. Right in the wheel, looking perfect. 1.3 kilometers to go. I'm gonna go with right as we speak. Appelbaum out of the way. Kinda blocked right there. Herzog can sprint as well already. Appelbaum as well. I don't know what's happening. Herzog comes around. Emil Herzog. And we've got our first victory. What a win by Emil Herzog in the Volta, Portugal. That victory I'm pretty damn happy with. Always good to see our guys on the podium. We actually gapped the others by 3 seconds as well, so who knows, we might move up in GC. We actually have by 3 positions, 220 down now on the first rider, 17th Emil Herzog. Obviously this is great for our points classification, but today we didn't do much for our mountain classification. Funny enough, we're also second favorite for the next stage. We've got a hilly parkour again with a downhill towards the finish though. Herzog second favorite. I reckon we're gonna try and win another one. Okay, I made a small mistake. I focused so hard on can I win the stage that I forgot about the KOM jersey. I could have gone in the breakaway with Appelbaum, even though he's kind of close in GC and taking quite a few points. But hey, I'm not in the break, so I guess that's not happening. Anyway, last 15 kilometers, full train for our team at the front right now. We've got so many riders up here, it's crazy. I'm actually gonna remove the nameplates because that's much more convenient. Temmen doing his last bit of a pull, then Burnett will take over on the climb. It's looking great for us. Actually, I might try something. I'm gonna try and up the tempo in the last 1.4 kilometers to 90 here for him. Then Appelbaum can take over fairly soon, but he's gonna do that in a different way than usual. I'm gonna do my reverse lead out. Appelbaum attacks, there we go. Borges, actually we've got an attacker on the right, Duarte. I'm gonna stop following with Borges, and I hope that Appelbaum and Herzog get away here. So that's the plan. There we go. Going off the front right now. Let's try and go 99 here and keep going over the top. Appelbaum takes some KOM points and he does that. Can we work together over the top and get ourselves to the finish line? The gap in the peloton, it's a small gap, but it's about 13 seconds. I reckon we can do it. I reckon we can do it. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Herzog, keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep pushing, keep pushing. Appelbaum, 99 into this ascent. 17 seconds. Duarte is trying to close. Come on, Herzog. Over the top, over the top, over the top. Keep going, keep going, keep going. All out, Herzog. All out. Appelbaum, protect him. Whatever. Do something. Come on, Herzog. Keep going, keep going. 10 seconds, 10 seconds. Come on, come on, come on. Everybody sprint. Herzog at the front. I think we've got this. I think we've got this. Herzog is going to win again. Reverse lead out. It works. This time there's no gap on the group behind, but a 1-2 for REMBE Pro Cycling Team Sauerland. Another stage win. That's our third stage win with Herzog at the Volta, Portugal. So I'm happy. Actually, Borges also got 5th. Didn't even notice that. But in GC we're now 14th. So we're moving up slowly but surely. Points classification, even more secure. Mountain classification, we are in the lead because Appelbaum went over the top of the last climb and the second last climb as one of the first 2 riders. So we took loads of points even though we weren't in the breakaway, which, hey, I'll take it. But this stage right here, stage 10 of the Volta, Portugal, this one is gonna be troublesome because This is a mountain stage. According to the game, a medium mountain stage, which I think this is a pure mountain stage. I'll say it before the race starts, I don't think we can win this, but we'll do our best, maybe in the breakaway, maybe from the peloton, I don't know yet, but Appelbaum needs those KOM points. Ooh, I'm liking this. +2 on Emil Herzog. Appelbaum starting at the front with Jan-Mark Temmen, they can go in the breakaway. Can Herzog get in the breakaway? Appelbaum's on 2 minutes 50, Herzog is on 2 minutes 10. It might actually be possible. Well, we won't know until we try, so 3 riders of ours in the breakaway together with Ormiston. Let's see what happens behind. Conte is pacing, but if I pace hard enough, this break might make it. I'm also trying to bridge up with Julian Bores. He attacked away from the peloton. Either Bolt is trying to close us down, some other riders as well. No imminent pacing. Actually, Hora is still pacing behind. There we go, almost at the front. Our next attacker is Paul Wright. There we go. Oh, get blocked, and now we're off. Let's try and bridge towards the front as well with this man on 85 FTK now. Try to bridge towards the group of Bores. And in front of the group of Bores is our 4-man group with 3 riders of ours, Herzog, Appelbaum, and Temmen. So we're looking good right now. Wait a second. Why are Burnett and Nihus going on a Sunday tourist trip at the back of the race on 4 minutes 16 of the peloton? Why are they behind? I think they got dropped in the peloton and just sat up. That's crazy. Okay, Paul Wright did not make it to the breakaway, but we have 4 riders in a 13-man group at the front of the race. Jan-Mark Temmen is pacing, Bores is protecting Herzog, and Appelbaum is staying safe in position as well. We've been racing for 50 kilometers now. The break is still 10 riders, still 4 riders of ours, but the gap to the peloton is still only 1 minute. Equipoca and Pharma is not giving us leeway, and it's kind of annoying at this point. We are reaching the climbing segment of today's stage. The first climb is about to start pretty soon, and well, in the breakaway, Jan-Mark Temmen is basically done for. He's going to drop here. The gap is now 1 minute 30 though, so it has expanded. Julian Bores needs to keep pacing. Herzog needs to keep his energy. Appelbaum as well. Come on, recover, guys. On the climb now, and I'm losing ground. 33 seconds. Bores is pacing like crazy, trying to keep this group ahead on 87 now, but I feel like I'm ruining myself with this move. Sunk cost fallacy. I'm so deep in that I can't stop. The breakaway is exploding. Appelbaum and Herzog, the only riders left, and we have been caught. Our plan failed. I can't believe it. Appelbaum attacks. Come on, off the front, my friend. Let's see if we see any response behind. We've got Sausa Kwijtvleg. That's a weird name. Anyway, let's keep going with this move, I guess. Herzog needs to recover as much as possible in the peloton. Our plan failed so far, but that doesn't mean the stage is over. Actually, I'm going to try and attack again. There we go. Herzog off the front. 2 minutes towards the front of the race, so a bit of an advantage for Appelbaum, but maybe I can benefit from the descent trying to get back to the front. Tivani starts pacing behind. I'm going to try and make this the hardest race possible. Appelbaum has been dropped at the front by Kwijtvleg, and we're going to finish second at the KOM, so we take some points with Appelbaum. I'm quite happy with that. Herzog not too far behind, almost closing in. Appelbaum can wait on Herzog right now, and we're gonna try and pace him again. Like, the strategy is completely ludicrous, but we might as well try. We're starting the second climb of the day right now. It's a pretty serious climb. Steepest spot at the end. 25 seconds on the peloton led by Caja Rural. Still 42 riders in there, but I'm pacing as hard as I can with Appelbaum right now on 86, 87. Sausa scored again. Let's try and get to the front of the race. We dropped Sausa. We're catching up with Kwijtvleg at the front of the race. Still 30 seconds on the peloton behind, but Appelbaum is done for. So it's Herzog time, 2 kilometers towards the top. I can manage that. We're dropping Kwijtvleg as well. Behind it's again Tivani's team taking over. Caja in the wheel of that. 45 people in here. Why is no one suffering? Like, I'm doing the most epic GC raid in cycling history, and nobody's suffering behind me. I went over the top with about a 24-second gap. That's almost nothing, and we're on this 1 kilometer plateau right now into the descent. We gotta recover as much as possible when the descent starts. Honestly, I think I need to cancel this plan. There's a valley between this climb and the next, and there's no way I can do that alone, so I think it's best if I drop back to the group behind and then just go my best possible result on the final climb. Yes, I spent a lot of energy in this stage, but at least we had some fun. There we go. Herzog waited on the group. Let's sit in the group for a bit and let's try and do it without spending too much energy in here. On about 65 maintain position. Hopefully we get to full yellow before the final climb starts, but with this tempo, that will be difficult. Okay, Emil Herzog still in the peloton, no domestiques, at the foot of the final climb. 11 kilometers, starting off with Quite a bit of draft. It's a bit more shallow at the foot, but it gets steeper towards the top. So I gotta stay in the draft of all these riders on the shallow section. After that, I'll do my own tempo. Oh, dropping off the back of the group because I literally cannot follow this tempo. Let's do 77, 76 and hope that gradually we can pass people towards the top. Completely empty. We're gonna finish 19th on the stage, which we invested so much in the stage. We tried some crazy shit. 19th in the end. I'm okay with it, to be honest. Outside of our 19th place, I'm more curious about GC. We move up to 12th, so we're actually getting close to the top 10, but it's 2 minutes 23 seconds behind the top 10, so it's not like we're gonna get there. We are dominating the points classification, and we are first and second in the mountain classification. Gotta make sure to carb up before the next stage. Oh wow, I completely forgot that the last stage was a time trial, 15.7 kilometers, and we're the second and fourth favored with Nihus and Herzog, so let's try and win this. Okay, it's time for Seb Nihus to show off his time trial genes. I'm starting off on 85. It would have been useful to have a rider before Nihus to figure out how fast I would have to go on this time trial, but I reckon I should go a bit faster on the climb itself, maybe on 88, 89, something like that. Spend a bit of red doing so, and hopefully that's a good strategy. Flying up this climb down to 85, first time check incoming. Let's take a look. Nihus is first, same time as Aznar, so not too powerful yet. Here we go, Nihus second time check, first again, 5 seconds faster now, so we're doing well. I'm gonna go on 86, not yet, 85 for now. Maybe on the next climbing segment, I'll up it to 86 again. Here we go, 86 on the steepest segment. Come on, Nihus, keep going, keep going, keep going. We can't spend all our red bar. We're doing well. Come on, come on, come on. 85 again. Last kilometer, up to 88, 90 maybe, 99. There we go, Nihus crosses the line. Second? We're losing this. 11 seconds down. That is the most disappointing time trial I've ever done in my life. I don't even know how I was supposed to do that even better. Okay, Emil Herzog about to start. We're gonna do a similar strategy as Nihus. It didn't work out for Nihus, but I don't know what else to do, to be honest. So I'm starting off on 85. Gonna go faster on the climb itself. Not a great day for Herzog, so that is slightly disappointing. Let's do 87, something like that. Maybe 89, 90, 91. I want to spend my red on this climbing segment. There we go, let's drop it to 85 towards the top here. Perfect spendage of the red bar, just not fully completely spent. Over the top first time check. First time, 4 seconds above Nihus, so let's keep that up. Herzog over the top of this climb, back down to 85. We don't spend our red bar fully. That is a strategy. Now towards the next intermediate point. Chrono 2, can we beat Nihus again? No, we are third on 5 seconds. I don't know what I'm doing wrong or right on this. Gonna go 86 on this climbing segment. I don't think we're winning this time trial, that's for sure, because Aznar's last segment was really strong, but I also don't have any clue how I could remotely win this time trial to begin with. Let's do 86 for the last 2 kilometers maybe? That might be too much. 87? 88? 85 again? We spent all our red? We haven't? I don't know. 87 to the line. Come on, come on. Ah, 9th? How? I am speechless. How was I supposed to do that time trial better? I spent my energy on the climbs where Herzog is good. And I tried to save energy on the descents, and it's like the last segment of this time trial, everybody destroys me. Anyway, that's the end of the Volta Portugal. Another podium for the team. I was hoping for a little more, to be honest. We get beaten by Unai Aznar, who is actually a pretty competent TTer, 72 time trial, and Antonio Carvalho, combination of climbing and time trial. But Herzog, what a disappointing result, man. The winner of GC is Seb Berwick. We finished 12th in GC, but we do take home the points classification and the KOM classification. But overall, 3 stages plus 2 classifications. This was a successful race for us. Finishing Volta Portugal brings us straight into our next stage race, a 5-day stage race, the Vuelta Burgos. This is against good competition, so this will be very hard, starting off with a bit of an uphill sprint. This fits us though. Flat sprint afterwards, then Picon Blanco, a mountain finish. Then we've got another flat sprint, and Lagunas de Naya, once again, a pretty hard finish on the final stage. For the sprints, we have Lewis Bauer, who actually grew when it comes to his stats to 72 sprint. Rotman is another option with 71 sprint. Meanwhile, Hannes Wilksch and Jago are our 2 climbers here. Oh my god, Julian Gerhardt's stats, they went down. He's worthless now. 50 mountain, 50 medium mountain, 56 hill, 52... He's got 2 stats, 3 stats of 60 or above. That's crazy. Anyway, uphill sprint against the likes of Olaf Vingegaard is here. We're racing against Vingegaard with our little climbers. Hannes Wilks versus Vingegaard. Wait a second, did my entire team get poisoned or something? -2, -3, -2, -3, -1, -3, -2. Everybody's having a bad day. 12k to go. Looks like I'm about to pick up KOM points accidentally while doing my lead out at the front of the peloton. So Leonard Ferger will be wearing the KOM jersey next stage. Is that true? Yeah, he crosses the line first. Anyway, 11k to go, 5-man train at the front, Bauer in last wheel. We are sprinting for him. Is that an attack? That's an attack. Samitier Barcelo is the last 5 kilometer, guys. Come on. Aguirre doing a lead out right now from the wheel. Let's do 97, not 99 yet. Koch is done for. Rotman is ready as well. Come on, come on, come on. Where's Bauer? In the wheel perfectly, perfectly. Last 2.5 kilometers. Rotman is ready as well. It is uphill. I think I can't sprint with Rotman yet. I need to do 99. We've got Soto in the wheel, Koy on the other side. Bauer can launch as well. Is that too late? I think it might be too late. I think Koy has it. Yeah. I'm not even getting out of the wheel of my lead out properly. Olaf Koy destroys us, but I reckon a podium could have been possible if I played that better. In the end, Bauer finishes 5th, so not a terrible result. Next stage, probably even more fitting for Olaf Koy, to be honest, the flatter sprint, so let's see what we can do. Actually, Leonard Ferg is in the red jersey, the KOM jersey is in last stage, so I might as well attack and try and take these second CAD climb points again in the breakaway. There we go. I gotta stick with these two guys. We've got Johnston off the back. Knecht is done for. The take is done for. We don't even need to pace that hard. Let's go 70 towards the top, 75 maybe. Let's gap them a little bit and we should get these points quite easily. Oh my god, 2 riders attacked from the peloton and are now trying to actually beat me. I went too slow. I can still win this, I think. 700 meters to go. Come on, Ferga, all out to the top. And we are beating Gilabert and Garcia Pierna. There we go, the jersey for another day. Last 6 kilometers incoming, so Köch can take over. We get blocked by Rutkin Gray. Jago get out of the way. Come on, Köch, get our train to the front. Ferge in the wheel of Köch, not Solaire. This is going horribly. Energy gels. Can we still come past? Actually, we can. Ferg is now looking better, looking a lot better, but our energy bars have severely deteriorated. Last 2.5 kilometers, Ferg going all out right now. Rotman can take over. Let's just start sprinting with the man. It's slightly downhill there. Rotman with Bauer in the wheel. Bauer can start sprinting. There we go. Gets blocked by his own teammate. We're gonna try and come through, but Bauhaus wins. Ennekerk comes second and Koy comes 4th after Bettiol of all people. 12th and 13th in the end, so not a great result, but I guess we're riding against better competition. Vingegaard sprinted to 7th. The guy's got 65 sprint and beat us. See this? This is the face of disappointment. Picon Blanco is here, the first mountain stage. Vingegaard, Uiterbrooks, Hindley, Maika, Martinez, Calderon, Aliotti, Caruso, Sivakov and Sosa against Hannes Wilks. I'm sorry, but we've got 0 chance here. So, as the race starts, Ferger can go in the breakaway. Hannes Wilks with a +3 day. That's 76 mountain, 74 medium mountain. We're in the game. We're gonna beat Jonas Vingegaard. It's inevitable now. Jago can try and join Ferger as his teammate because Ferger's gonna try and get the KOM points en route. There's so many climbs here, but hopefully the competitors in the breakaway are not good climbers. So, 2 riders in the breakaway. Jago, Ferge, 33 seconds on the peloton, but a bit of an odd dynamic because Jago's the better climber, Ferge's the leader of the KOM classification. So, we're gonna be riding with our better climber, Jago, as domestique for Ferge, which is odd, but that's how we have to do it. This first climb, the Alto de la Mazora, 7.4 kilometers, 5.5%. This is the hardest and most important climb for the KOM points outside of the final climb. 1.7k towards the top. Let's up it towards 87. Let's keep going, keep going. Let's launch pretty soon, but not yet, not yet, not yet. I'm gonna launch right now with Ferge. Jago will try and do his own tempo on 85. Ferge can go harder. I'm missing out. Did I do that fast enough? I bottled that completely. I shouldn't have I shouldn't have looked after Aguirre at all. Okay, we got 28 points. The second rider, Morera, has 16 points. So still a comfortable lead of 12 points. Next climb, Alto de Escaldron. We're in the last 1.3 kilometers. We're gonna launch pretty soon, but not yet. Right now, there we go. Another rider attacking on our left. We won't go full yet, won't go full. Up the tempo a little bit, up the tempo a little bit. We're spending quite a bit of energy. Let's now go all out. Not great. 28 points. Morera got 2 points closer. On the next round, I want to try and take it on differently. Now I've been sprinting from the front. I'll try and sprint from the wheel of Morera maybe. 1.1 kilometers towards the top there. Let's get to the wheel of Morera on the left. Come on, come on, come on. Let's launch. Let's just launch. We're not doing it otherwise. Come on. Fergie tries to come past. We're once again going to lose this one. Morera takes it. We're last of the group. This is horrible. We're going to try and do it from the front again. 2 kilometers to go. I'm going to try a strategy I did a few years ago, which is at 1.5k to go, I'm going to launch. I'm going to try and see if Morera keeps going. No, he doesn't. Okay. I thought maybe if we fake attack that we could take his wheel. Does that allow it to happen? No. I think we're losing this one. I think we are losing this one. We are kind of blocking him by accident, but we're getting second on this one, I guess, which is better than last in the group. He's now on 4 points in the ranking, so he's getting arguably close. I'm going to drop Jago back to Wilkes so he can help out Wilkes a little bit on the next climb. Leonard Veuge onto the next KOM point and the Alto de Vuelta. Come on, we gotta beat Morera here somehow. I might launch early. I'm gonna launch early. There we go. I am launching early at 2.5k from the top. 10-second gap. Morera is done for. Okay, well, come on, man. At least give us some competition. We're riding after the KOM points on the Alto de Vuelta, not complaining. I'm dropping my tempo down to 65 because I don't need to go as fast as possible here because I'm going to drop back to the peloton with Veuge anyway. So yeah, Veuge is back in the peloton now ready to help out Hannes Wilkes, who has his +3, so it's good day. And the climb is coming. Picon Blanco, hardest climb of the day. Our first proper climb of the stage race. Let's do our best and see where we can finish. A great day by Rotman. Now his work is done at the foot of Picon Blanco. 8.1 kilometers, 9.1%. Hannes Wilkes at the front, next to the likes of Martinez, Soler, Kelderman, but most importantly, Jonas Vingegaard. Ooh, it's getting narrow. We are next to Vingegaard as we speak. Let's do 83, something like that. That might be too much, but we gotta try it. Veuge is doing a hell of a job after a long day in the breakaway. Benedetti is done for. Soler spacing for what seems like Maika as the new leader of UAE. Uiterbroek's coming to the front to pace for Kelderman and Vingegaard. And that pace is ruthless. 85? Is that the tempo we need to do? Kian is done for. Aliotti takes over. Come on, Veuge. Hannes with energy gel. We're still looking okay, actually. Come on. We can't keep this going. Veuge is gone. We're kind of dropping through the group. Let's up it towards maybe 86 for a little bit. Pedrero, etc. Hindley's being dropped from the front of the race. Lurs, our future signing. Movistar starts to pace in this group. We gotta try and get back to the front as much as possible, but that's kind of unrealistic. These are top World Tour climbers up there, so we're just going to try and finish as close as possible. The entire Movistar train is still here. We're going at 83 right now, 82. Romeo is done for, Samitier spacing, Pedrero's done for, Quintana's done for. Come on, Hannes, last 2 kilometers, let's go 85. A top 10 is possible. I believe in a top 10. We gotta beat a World Tour climber, Keplinger, Valgren. Come on, we can beat someone like Guerrero maybe, probably not. 86, something like that. Let's keep 85. At the front of the race, Jonas Vingegaard unsurprisingly dropping people, but Maika's catching up. Looks like Kelderman is getting dropped. Martinez tries to come around. Jonas might lose it. Jonas comes around again. Jonas beats Maika and Martinez, and we're gonna finish somewhere in the top 10, I think. Just about 9 for 10th, so that's a splendid result by Hannes Wilkes. Yes, indeed, it's gonna be 9th, just after Aliotti. Hannes Wilkes, what a ride on Burgos. On paper, that should result in a top 10 in GC. Yes, 9th on 1 minute 30 of Jonas Vingegaard, that's great. Points classification, nowhere to be seen. KOM, we are leader, 8 points on Vingegaard, so we might actually have to watch out for Vingegaard and not Mauricio Moreira. Especially with that next mountain stage, Laguna Zenaya, still on the menu. Now this is nice and a potential goal. Hannes Wilkes can win the white jersey in this race, so let's try and keep him in the lead. But first, time to get destroyed by Olaf Koy in a sprint again. I think it's fair to say that our train is having trouble positioning themselves at the front of the peloton against World Tour teams, because We can't find each other's wheels here at all in this mess. There we go. That looks somewhat better. Kirk is almost done, so Jago will take over right now on 99. It's slightly uphill towards the line, so I need to keep that in mind. Otherwise, I'll spend my riders a bit too fast. 99 for now is good on him. Energy shells on Bauer and Rotman as we speak. That might be a bit late for Rotman. Ferger can take over pretty soon right now. We're still in the wheel with the rest of the gang. That is perfect. Kirk is done for. Yes, Rotman, Bauer, position, awful. Ferger can sprint. Fuck it. Rotman in the wheel. Ferg is going off for some reason. Rotman can launch. Bauer can launch as well. There we go. This is gonna be horrible. Horrible sprint, right? Yeah. Come on. Alex Molinar. He's a climber. And he's got a sprint. Okay, fair. He wins? No, he doesn't. Aberasturi beats him. We finish 14th and 17th. That's awful. So let's forget that sprint ever happened. On to the next stage. So we got 38 points. 8 points lead on Vingegaard in the KOM classification. We can get 3 times 6 points, which if we win all 3, which isn't sure to happen, then we get 18 points, which brings us to Mav 46, 56 points. And Vingegaard can get 30 points on the final climb. If Vingegaard wins the stage and we don't get points on the final climb, we don't win KOM. So our main focus will be trying to get as many KOM points as possible and keep that white jersey and top 10 in GC. So Ferge and Gerhard attack off the front as we speak. Wilkes stays in the peloton. You can be protected by, I don't know, Bauer or something. There we go. Where is Jago? A bit too far. Let's try and move him to the front as well and try and get him in the breakaway as well, because as many riders as possible, that would be nice. No, it's Morera, not the man, Morera. I don't want you in the breakaway. If I hard pace behind Morera and try to prevent him from joining the breakaway, that would be great, I think. Actually, what's happening here? I'm dropping Ferge with Gerhard. That is not very intelligent. So let's wait with Gerhard. Let's pace with Gerhard on 90. Let's try and keep Morera behind. Let's try and catch Morera from the peloton. This is such a weird stage. Come on, Jago, do everything you can. Volmer, catch the man, catch the man. We gotta catch Morera right now. We gotta make sure he doesn't make it to the breakaway. And that's exactly what worked. There we go. Let's hope some other people attack that are not called Morera now. Mission failed. I don't know how, but Morera's in the breakaway, so that didn't go well. Actually, great news. Morera is being dropped from the breakaway because the tempo is so high, but Ferg is kind of in trouble as well. The gap to the peloton is a minute. Hopefully they sit up pretty soon in the peloton, and they do. So the tempo up front should go down a little bit pretty soon, but at least Morero's not in here anymore. Okay, first climb of the day, flattens out on top. What if I attack early again as Leonard Ferge? 2.8k to go. There goes the attack. Let's go full. There we go. Let's keep that going on. Let's do 95. Ilozgi is trying to close us down, but I just want the KOM points, my man. I will do everything I can to get them. Honestly, it does look like attacking early is the way to go when it comes to KOM points. It spends more energy, but it certainly secures your KOM points. Here we go. Ferge over the line. Ilozgi is almost in our wheel. Let's drop back and let's recover. Once again, next climb, 3 kilometers towards the top. Ilozgi is pacing quite hard. Attack by Ferge on the right side of the road. All full. Isasa in the wheel. They are following me now. They are following me now. So that is not great. I need to be able to attack away somehow, but I don't really have the energy anymore now. 1.2 kilometers towards the top. This guy's done for. Ilozgi versus Ferge. I'm gonna go against Ilozgi from his wheel. Come on, let's try and come past. Let's try and come past. No. We're getting second. That's bad. Yes, we've got a major lead of 18 points, but Vingegaard's gonna beat us on the final climb. Final climb now, and it's actually us two alone, so it's gonna be a 1v1 for these KOM points. Energy gel on Ferge, because let's be honest, this is his final goal of the day. Come on, Ferge, come on. Let's beat this guy from Equipoker and Pharma. 1.4k towards the top. We can't go yet. We can't. He's in trouble. We've got this. He's dropping automatically. We didn't even have to jump. 3 KOM points for everyone. Leonard Ferge will take the KOM points and extend his lead, but will it be enough? I guess we'll see on the final climb how well Jonas Vingegaard is today. In the peloton, trying to position myself well. Kirch is ready to protect Wilkes after Jago is done. Jago is going to be protecting him first. Kemna spacing in that peloton. Steep segments are about to start. Ferge is still looking okay. I might as well just go YOLO, no? Let's just pace 67 for the rest of the climb with Leonard Ferge. My god, the tempo in the peloton. Bora is smashing it right now. Last 7 kilometers incoming. We are not in a good position, and I feel like it might actually narrow a bit towards the top. Ferge is done for. He can try and follow the train of Wilkes, but that won't come in useful. Come on, Hannes. Move to the front as much as possible without spending too much energy. Actually, it's about to narrow, so let's try and move up a little bit before the narrow segment. We tried. Stone meted up here. This is Vingegaard in the purple. Let's move it down to 85. No. We gotta keep going 88. We've got plenty of energy left, but we just can't position ourselves because we're not fast enough. Our mountain stats are not high enough, but if we can stay within the front riders, we will keep our position in GC on paper. So let's try and do exactly that. Come on, Wilkes. 90 to the top, 90 to the top. We've got Kelderman pacing for Vingegaard at the front. We need anyone but Vingegaard to win for the KOM jersey. Come on, Jonas. I need you to lose today. Jonas, stop going slower. Go slower, my friend. Come on. Please go slower, Jonas. We need you to get beaten, Hindley. Beat the man. Beat the man, Hindley. Nah. He ain't doing it. He is not beating Jonas Vingegaard. Vingegaard comes past. Vingegaard wins. Steals our KOM jersey. Horrible person. Horrible person. Anyway, we're going to be finishing. Not great, actually. I don't think we'll lose our top 10 position, but I'm not sure, actually. Drum rolls as we speak. We are still 9th in GC, so that is great. Mountain classification. I don't want to talk about it. Points, nowhere to be seen. White jersey, winner, Hannes Wilkes, so that's great to see. Anyway, in the end, getting 9th at Volta Burgos against this competition, I think we can be happy with that. The sprints were a bit of a bummer, but I guess our climbing stages were better than expected. Quite sad that we don't win KOM, but we should have just gotten more points against Morera on the previous mountain stage. That's where I failed. Before I finish off today's episode, the first transfers outside of our team have come in. So let's take a look. At Astana, Cavendish and Merku are retiring, and Sam Welsford is joining as the new sprinter. He's currently got 78 sprint, 76 acceleration, so no real growth there, but it's a solid sprinting replacement. Mika Landa is leaving Quickstep and rejoining Bahrain Victorious as their GC rider. Good transfer. Yes, he's 35, but his mountain stats are still high, and while they will deteriorate, it should not go to 70 instantly. Cofidis, no incoming transfers yet, but half their team is retiring because they're all old, so I guess that's something. Groupama FDG with a new sprinter. Olaf Kooi is joining from Team Visma Lease Bike. Meanwhile, Visma's getting Groenewegen back. And Romain Bardet as a climber. Actually, Cavendish is not retiring. He's going to Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe at the age of 40 to replace Welsford. It's a trade. Soudal Quickstep with the big moves, replacing Landa with Richard Carapaz by the side of Remco Evenepoel with Dylan Teuns and Stef Kras. Meanwhile, Michael Woods and Rafa Maika join Jaco Alula. Van Wilder and Groves going to DSM Firmenich. Pellizzari joining UAE, that's not unrealistic. Julio Alaphilippe and Wilco Kelderman joining Israel Premier Tech. And that's about it, pretty much Pro Cycling Manager transfers. Anyway, this is the end of today's episode. As always, thank you very much for watching. The next one will be the last episode of the season. I can't wait to start the next season with this team, a splendid team. Tim Thorn Teutenberg, Pablo Torres, etc. in the team of REMBE. That's gonna be fun. Also, thank you to REMBE Pro Cycling for sponsoring the series. Goodbye, and I'll see you next time.